We know you love us, but the information on our podcast is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. I understand I'm both an LPC and an LMFT. However, this is not intended as a substitute for professional services of any kind. If you or anyone you know needs professional help, please seek mental health services. Hi, it's Emma.
Hi, it's Zorric.
Host of the Date Podcast. And we are together again to do...
Together forever.
Another show for you guys today.
Okay. Let's do this.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, Zorric.
What are we talking about today?
If you were to go on 100 dates, what knowledge would you want to give people?
Those 100 dates cost me at least $10,000. Is that right? So I would say it's expensive. And number two, I hope that I would learn the ins and outs of dating and be able to provide some tips about things that we provide tips on without looking for research.
Well.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to talk about this article about a woman who went on 100 dates in a year. So she probably didn't spend money on the dates.
Oh my gosh. It should, wait, so she went on 100 dates, so that's 52 weeks in a year. So that's roughly like 2 dates a week. That's, it's doable. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to learn what she learned.
What she learned,
okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
She broke down 100 dates into 7 pieces of information.
Wow. That's a lot of dates.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of time. Okay, but first, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to us if you like it, and also leave us a raving review, a 5-star review. So when you go on iTunes, Emma, you can see the ratings. Scroll down to the bottom and just click on the 5 for us, and it would be much obliged. And also, if you have any questions or comments about the show, if you want us to talk about something in particular, just email us at hello@datepodcast.com. And finally, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Date Podcast. At Date Podcast. Anyways. All right, now to the fun stuff.
Okay, guys. You all know how much of a nerd I am on certain things, right?
Yes.
Can you even hear me? Okay, good.
You know I do that on purpose, right? Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, you guys know how much I'm a nerd about certain things.
We
sometimes.
know. We definitely know.
What is something that I'm like wildly obsessed with?
Polish men.
Polish men?
Yes. Am I right?
Strippers or from Poland?
Poland. Men that are from Poland, right?
No.
No, wrong.
No.
Oh, okay. You're obsessed with wine?
Wrong. I mean, but that's not what I want to talk about.
You are obsessed with Harry Potter?
Ding!
Oh, okay.
That's it.
I win. What do I get?
To hear this story.
Okay, thank you.
So September 1st.
Okay.
So in the Harry Potter books, written by J.K. Rowling, on September 1st is the day where everybody, all the young witches and wizards, go to Hogwarts. So they go to King's Cross Station, and then they travel through the platform 9 3/4.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So this is a thing in London. I've been to it, obviously. I have pictures of it, obviously.
We know that.
I have pictures both at the one at the King's Cross Station and the one at the WB Studios. Anyway, so September 1st, what was really cool is that Jude Law and Eddie Redmayne, who are in Fantastic Beasts, the Crimes of Grindelwald, which is coming out in November, I think, went to King Cross Station and took photos under the platform 9 3/4.
Oh, nice.
And it was so exciting for to see people. Anyways, I just thought it was so cool, and it just kind of made my heart happy that it happened.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So if you were on a date and he was going, he was like, "Hey Emma, I'm going to this thing. You want to go with me?" Would you say yes or no?
What thing?
The Harry Potter thing. You would go?
Yeah.
Even on the third date?
Uh-huh.
First date?
Uh-huh.
What if he had bad teeth? Ooh. Oh, no.
Don't make me so shallow. What if I don't know he has bad teeth? Okay, I'm just like, anyway, whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Why
I
are you
think
ruining
that's
this?
one of the things I think you're looking for. You're looking for a man who shares that same Harry Potter love.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, but it's really cool. And then there's always somebody like hanging out at the station, like, and they have like props for you now. So it's just really cool, and it's a little dorky, but I love it.
Honestly, I'm not into that stuff. I'm more of a Game of Thrones fan. But I look for a woman that likes Game of Thrones too.
Exactly.
So it's about what you like and finding somebody who likes the same thing. Although, is it a deal breaker if he's like, fuck Harry Potter, I hate Harry Potter, it's not cool?
No, you're entitled to your opinions even if they're wrong.
Mm-hmm. You don't like that answer, huh? You wouldn't like it if he said, I don't like Harry Potter.
I don't think I would mind so much. I think I would probably find something, like, I'm pretty sure the list of me not liking the things that he likes is like greater than the things that I like that he's not gonna like.
Okay, that's math. But okay.
Basically, like, I'm probably gonna hate more things that he likes than like him hating my things.
Yeah. I don't know that. You don't know that. Heh. Okay. What are we talking about today?
So, we're talking about this article called 7 Pieces of Dating Advice from a Woman Who Went on 100 Dates in a Year. This is by Kelsey Borazin. And so this woman called Holly Martyn went on 100 dates in a year.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
100
almost like
dates
2
in 1
a
year.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I probably go to the gym like 100 times, and that hurts. I'm like barely, doing that in a year. But wow, that's a lot of dates.
Yeah. So just like a little background on her. In like 2014, she had in 2014, she had already gone through 2 divorces. She just recently had broken up with her boyfriend. She was feeling sorry for herself. And was reading this magazine that was written by this other journalist called Donna Friedkin, where she basically like shared her story about like falling in love and getting married in her 30s, getting pregnant, and then 2 months before her due date, her husband had a brain tumor which killed him. So
sad.
Yeah, it's very sad, right? Because all of a sudden, like, hello, like, you're married, you're pregnant with your like husband's child or with your spouse's child. You sort of think like, this is my happy ending, or my life's like my life is where it needs to be and it's going well, and all of a sudden like kind of something like disastrous happens.
For sure. That's really like life-changing.
So basically she wrote this article, and so then her thought was like, well, yeah, let's go on 100 dates.
Yes, she got it from Joan Rivers, right?
Donna Friedkin, who wrote the original article, was talking to Joan Rivers about it.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, she said, go set up one of those online profiles, go out with 100 guys, and you'll meet a good one, she promised. I'll perform at your wedding. So she sort of also took on like that piece of Joan Rivers' advice.
Online dating is so prevalent in New York City. We have a friend there, and I think he's been on literally 100 dates. Oh. And that's the thing. It's just like you go on a date, you go on a date for lunch, you go on a date for dinner, and you just keep on going. It's like rapid fire. It's crazy.
I think the difference between New York and Dallas is like there's like you guys, like they walk more versus we do. Like we're kind of like, once we're in our office, like we're kind of stuck in our offices. Yeah. We don't want to leave our offices if we don't have to, because like I don't want to fight for parking. Like I don't want to drive.
I think it's the population too. It's a lot of population in like a small area and that's what they do in 100 dates is a lot. But so what did she say? Like what did she learn?
Her number one, so her first wisdom is, yes, your couch is comfy, but you can't meet anyone if you never leave the house. which is very true, I feel.
Yeah, I come from the Tony Robbins perspective of if you want to make a change in your life, you have to take action. And, you know, a lot of people complain about, oh, I need a better job, or I want to make more money.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Ask.
Who is Tony Robbins?
Tony Robbins is like the number one motivational speaker in the world. He has so many books out. And after this podcast, you and I are going to watch one of his, whatever. Well, one of his, he has a podcast too.
Fine.
Yeah, he's a real motivational speaker. He's really big too. I can't believe you don't know about this guy. Okay, we learn something every day. That's fine. But anyways,
I'm kind of happy it wasn't like a football player.
Oh,
kind of excited about that.
Lots of people named Robbins in the football world. But
yeah,
this is
I don't feel
one.
too dumb.
But he talks about taking massive action, and if you want to find a mate, you just got to get your butt out and do something. That's my point.
Yes. So to this, I got to say, like, we had our guest, Michelle G., who was the matchmaker, like a few episodes ago. And she struck something inside me.
Oh, my gosh. A bowel movement?
No, Zorric.
What was it?
Why?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. I just had to say
Okay.
that. What did she struck?
You know
Strike.
I don't like talking about bodily functions.
Well, sometimes they're funny, okay?
Yeah, okay, 5-year-old.
Okay.
She struck something inside me, like, so basically it was kind of like, in the episode she said something about, like, what are your hobbies, like, what are you doing, and then I sort of was taking inventory of, like, what my hobbies are, and I realized that they're all really kind of, like, independent hobbies. So, like, I knit and I crochet, right? So, like, those are, like, two of my main hobbies, and I can do those by myself. And so, like, in the winter, I think it's great because I'm by myself and I have a fire or I'm watching TV and I can just, like, knit and crochet something, right? And be warm. And so it really struck with me because it was like, oh, I need to find, like, hobbies that maybe, like, it's not just me by myself
like
in my apartment.
Hobby.
Yeah. And so, like, I'm considering, like, taking dance lessons now. I'm considering kind of, you know, like, finding, like, a club that's going to fit my needs. And
Let's go salsa dancing, one of those salsa lessons.
Done.
There we go. But, yeah, and you should do something that's, like, male dominant. Or maybe like equal female man, which salsa is like that.
I miss rock climbing too. That was something that I really enjoy. But I feel like for me, like I feel like I always need to go with someone because I like being competitive and I like striking the competitiveness inside me to where I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna let me. I'm gonna do it faster than you. Anyway, so it's little things that I miss like that. Which when Michelle like mentioned it, I was like, I am at home like a lot more than I think that I am, and I need to change this.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of things out there. Again, we talk about meetups. We talk about, what else do we talk about? We talk like stuff at work. We talk about, gatherings with
like
your friends.
Your apartments do have mixers. My apartments have mixers all the time. Like I'm always at work when they're happening, but granted, like they have them, you know? So either Perot, like the Perot also has like adult things that you can do where they close the museum and it's a late night. The DMA has that stuff too. So, the Clyde Warren and Uptown, like they host movies now. So yeah, there's stuff for us to do, but it's just like, it's getting out of your comfort zone and getting out of like your house and doing it.
And also, she also says here, travel with friends.
I love traveling with friends.
Grab a buddy and go somewhere.
I love it so much.
Whether it's a day trip?
Yeah. Just if you're gonna travel with me, just like let me give you a little bit of warning. I create itineraries.
Oh, geez.
And they're not like time specific, but like, just know that I'm gonna have a list of things that we need to do. So, person beware.
Yeah, I went to New York this weekend, and we literally did not have an itinerary. We just had like things we were gonna hit, and we just kind of hit them.
I'm okay with that, but I prefer to kind of know, like, okay, so today is Friday. So, like, today, the only thing that we need to do is worry about going to this museum. Today is Saturday. The only thing that we need to worry about is doing this thing. And it's kind of like a fair game, but I still, like, crave structure. Yeah,
I do like a planner that's more, someone that's a more planner than I am. Because sometimes I just want to chill and just follow. And that's what I did this weekend. It was amazing.
Okay. 2, the second thing that she kind of, like, the second wisdom that she got from her 100 dates was that finding love makes all the hassle and heartbreak worth it.
Hey, Emma, embrace the journey. It's going to be up. It's going to be down. You're going to cry. You're going to laugh. You're going to fart. You're going to have shitty sex. You're going to have wonderful sex. You're going to have great climax or shitty climaxes. I mean, seriously, like, embrace it. It's all part of it. But in the end, just like when you graduated with your degree, your graduate degree, it was worth it. You're like, oh.
I know Machiavelli didn't intend it to be this way, but like his like statement of like the end justifies the means, like this was ringing to mind, but I know that's not how he intended it.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, just it's gonna be worth it, everyone.
Yeah.
I think our last episode was about being newly single. It freaking sucks. It freaking sucks being single, especially newly single. But when you start dating, like this person is, the work is gonna be worth it at the end.
Yeah. Number 3, once a week, sit at a bar or eat at a restaurant by
When
yourself.
was the last time you did that, Emma? Never?
The last time it was like 2 months ago, maybe.
Oh, where'd you go?
Down the street from my apartment.
You went to Happiest Hour? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's a good spot. That's a great spot with a lot of, I'm sure, eligible bachelors. Seriously. Like, that's a good spot to go to. Because what I said is do that, but go to a busy place like Happiest Hour. And for those that aren't in Dallas, which, half of our listeners are in California.
Oh, hello, California people.
Hey, California. But Happiest Hour is super bougie, just like Emma likes it. Like cocktails are like $17 a pop. I mean, it's a nice place.
Yeah.
It overlooks the city. It's just a great atmosphere and vibe, and that's where a lot of like
People go.
People go, and it's fun. Also, where were you sitting?
I wasn't sitting at the bar. I was kind of like in between the bar and the downstairs patio area.
Okay, I would say sit at a bar, but sit like in the middle so that you can be approached.
Got it.
Right? Don't sit at the edge because, you can't be approached there.
The other part that she says is like, get off your phone, look up, make contact, have conversations, engage with other humans. And that's the piece that we forget and feel most uncomfortable with, is actually associating with other humans.
So how do you do that, Emma? So you're at a bar, like Happiest Hour. You're sitting in the middle, and like a guy sits to your right, and maybe another guy sits to your left. What do you do besides shrink in your chair?
Hi.
What are you, Japanese now?
Hi.
Hi. No. What you do, this is what I would recommend.
Teach me your ways. Everybody, hold on. Zorric's wisdom coming up in 3, 2, 1.
That was a great entry. That was a great, what do you call
Introduction?
that? Introduction.
You ruined the moment.
Of course. But I would say talk about the food. Because that's your one commonality you have at the moment. You have the commonality of the drink that's in your hand, or the drink that's in his hand, or the entree that's in front of you, or the entree that he has. Start with there, and you will make magic
Happen. Beautiful.
all night long. Okay, what's next?
That it's a numbers game. So the statement that is in this is that she quotes, "My experience taught me that indeed in 100 dates or less, you will meet someone remarkable."
Correct. 100 dates gives you, I think the first 20 or 30 is just learning. And then the 70 and the rest 70, 60, whatever dates, you probably by then have, you probably by your 20th date know what you want, and the rest is just kind of weeding people out. Not to mention, we are going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and maybe we...
That's a Hannah Montana song, just FYI.
Okay. Shout out to my favorite girl, Hannah Montana. But we'll make mistakes, and there'll be ones that we're like, oh shit, she got away, or maybe I didn't text her back, or I should have called her because she could have been the one. She could have been the one.
I feel that same way about boys all the time.
Yeah.
About men all the time. He
Yeah.
could have been the one, but I didn't pursue.
He could have. And yeah, numbers.
Yeah.
The more you get out there, the higher the chance that you'll meet somebody.
Mhm.
It's just like playing the lottery. You just got to
Right.
keep playing.
Exactly.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
All
For
right.
sure.
What's next?
Number 5, online dating isn't as hopeless as it seems. What?
I know we talk so negatively about online dating. We're like, forget it, fuck online dating. Do meetups or hang out with your friends. But no, there's just it's. I think, Emma, it's a piece to the puzzle.
It is a piece of the puzzle, but it's not the whole puzzle.
No, of course not. But you'll find a lot of people, and again. It comes with its pros and cons. The pros are the choices. The con is I don't know what choice to make, or I don't know the FOMO and everything that we talked about probably in the last episode and past episodes. We've talked a lot about this.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real about online dating. It is less intimidating than it would be like going in person, which I totally get. If you're gonna push me out of my comfort zone, or you're gonna let me stay in my comfort zone, I'm probably going to pick being in my comfort zone versus being out of it, which in reality we should be out of our comfort zone, most of the time.
But so if you're at happiest hour and you strike up conversation with somebody next to you, that seems very natural, more natural than striking up a conversation on an app. To me, that's me because I'm more of an outgoing extrovert. Mm-hmm. But for some people, it's probably different.
For some people, I think like if we have, especially like social anxiety, if that's kind of like something that you struggle with, probably the online dating feels a little bit easier for you because it takes away the social piece. Well, it's not taking away the social piece, but it's taking away like that face-to-face interaction, which is probably causing the social anxiety.
Yeah, I feel like if you have social anxiety, just do it. Right? How do you?
I mean, you do have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. That's like that's usually how you work through social anxiety when you're in therapy and counseling. Like they're going to push you to be like, hey, this is something that causes you anxiety. Guess what? You're going to do it. And we're going to give you the tools to manage it.
That's correct. And I used to be terrified of flying on airplanes.
When was this?
This was probably like 2012.
Was this? Oh, did we know each other at that?
Yeah, no, actually, this was when I first got with my ex. I had anxiety issues, but I think it was because of something else. But it was just kind of affecting my other aspects of my life. But when I got on an airplane, I just got terrified. I got sweaty palms and this. I thought I was gonna die, and I thought my asthma was gonna kill me. But in actuality, it wasn't. It was just me freaking out. And what my therapist said was just like, get out there and just go on more flights because you can't be scared of flights. And now I literally just got home from New York today, so I can fly anywhere without.
Look at you.
Look at me. I'm a growing boy.
Such a traveler.
I am.
The other part is so this one I kind of struggle with a little bit. Is let people know you're on the market. So let me tell y'all what she quotes because I love this so much, and at the same time, I struggle with it. Okay. She quotes, "Don't be shy about mentioning to friends, family, anyone who will listen that you're single and open to blind dates and setups. And return the favor for others too. It's all one good virtuous circle to bring good people together. Karma."
So she's saying, tell everyone, I'm single. Oh no, woe's me. Set me up with someone. No.
Okay, so
kind
of, right? But I don't know how she wants us to, because I feel like there's a point where people are like, I get it, you're single, like stop talking. Kind of like the friend that if you have married friends, or maybe friends who are married and just recently had babies, they talk about their kids all the time, and you're just like, okay, like I get it, and I love you, and I love your child. I need you to stop talking about your kid though.
Yeah, I think you should be like, I'm single. Can be all your friends right now because I'm going to go on dates with all of them and I'm going to devour all of them.
Oh my gosh.
No. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe be like, I'm single. Hook me up.
Which I have done in the past before, where like I told my friends, like, hey, like if you guys have anybody.
I think you said that to me. You're like, oh, do you have any friends? And I'm like, no, because I don't.
Yeah,
but now I do. Now I do. I have a lot for you.
Thank you.
Lots of men's.
Put them on the list for me. Right. Cross your names off afterwards.
All right. Well, you'll have 100 dates.
Yes.
Soon.
You will too. I will try my hardest for you.
Okay. I will accept that. Definitely. Okay, so letting people you're on the market.
Yeah.
That's cool. Because it also kind of like plants a seed in your friend's mind. And like, oh, like your friend meets someone at school or at work and they think of you because they had a conversation with somebody that was single.
And so I say thank you so much.
There you go.
Can I be the godmother of your child now?
There you go.
You know who I'm talking about. Well, you're listening, so you know I'm talking about you.
Oprah is listening.
Oprah is listening.
She knows all of your secrets.
All of them. Every single one.
Okay, last but not least.
Be patient. Ooh, and embrace the adventure.
Yeah, it's an adventure, right?
It is an adventure.
Because you're single and you're dating, you have the power. This is Tony Robbins coming out again. To write your own story.
Yeah.
Make your own decisions. Life is what you make of it.
Yeah.
And
so let's make it right. Yeah, Hannah Montana.
I'm like subconsciously quoting Hannah Montana, which is crazy. I need to watch Hannah Montana. No, but you have control and just make it beautiful.
You know what I thought about this when I read this one?
Yes.
You know, like in The Hobbit, well, not The Hobbit, but Lord of the Rings, whenever like Bilbo, oh my gosh, is it Bilbo, Elijah Wood's character? Sure.
Yeah, that one. Go for it.
And he's like, let's go on an adventure. Like, I'm going on an adventure, whatever it is. That's what it reminds me of. Like, being excited. Like, we're going on an adventure. Like, let's just, like, go for the experience of it. Like, because I get it. Like, when we're dating and we're single, we want to be like, is this the person, the one? Am I going to fall in love with them? And it's like, no, stop that right now. Just have fun.
Yeah, just have fun. It is so... I hate it when people say don't take it seriously, but it is serious at the same time.
It is serious, but like have the perfect amount of serious.
Yeah, I guess moderation, right?
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Even moderation.
So I want to know details of all of her dates.
Me too.
I wish she would have gone into detail.
She mentioned that her best date was a romantic winter evening spent with a quarterback who turned opera singer.
Ooh. I don't know if I would do that. Would you like that? He was like, la, 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 la.
I do like the opera.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too much.
He pulled out his guitar and started like...
Oh, if he was like, he had a little Spanish guitar, I'd say let's go for it.
Okay.
Or a banjo.
Willie Nelson, that's what I think of when I hear banjo.
On the road again.
On the road again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. What's the worst date she had?
She said there were too many contenders, but there was one that stood out. That she went on a date with this lawyer who spent the first half of the date about his ex-girlfriend's weight loss surgery, then proclaimed he had ESP and knew what others were thinking of him, and that later he said he had a deep bond with a female wolf that he met at a wolf sanctuary.
What a fucking weirdo. I would be like, Emma, who the fuck is this guy? Where did you find him? Craigslist?
No, you set me up with him. This is one of your friends. Are you kidding me right now?
Oh my gosh, she would be never my friend anymore. So
I might just like get you back somehow.
Karma, right?
Yeah. I might be patient and wait for karma to get you.
I could be like, oh yeah, it was a joke, Emma.
Oh, okay, yeah. You'll see.
Yeah.
I've done a lot worse for a lot less.
Did Hannah Montana say that too?
No, that's Creed from The Office.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is your final point here? Sum this all up, Emma.
I think I will take on the challenge of going out on 100 dates.
Okay, that's good. And we should chronicle
and
that.
People should do it with me.
Good. Do it. I guess what this shows is that it takes a lot of time to find the one. And it says here that she is dating somebody now. I hope for everyone's sake and for my sake, for me and for you, Emma, it's not 100 dates. I hope it's less than that. But you never know where life takes you. Maybe you go on 50 dates in Dallas, but then you move to New York or LA or Miami, and then you find your mate somewhere else. But again, I think I just said this earlier, but it's a journey. Embrace it. I know it sucks. I know it's shitty. You get anxiety going on the date. You're anxious during the date. You're anxious after the date. Does he like me? Does she like me? It's rough.
Yeah.
But everyone out there, we're here for you, and we'll always support you guys. And I feel like we're all friends here.
We are.
Yeah.
Friendship.
I think that's it.
Yep, that's all we got today.
Emma, take us away.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or topics that you want us to talk about, feel free to leave us an email at helloadatepodcast.com. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter because, like today, I posted a funny Insta story about Zorric being mean to me.
Oh my gosh.
So you get to follow the drama behind the scenes.
Lots of drama.
So much drama, you guys.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
We barely made it here today, but still. We must perform.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, you guys, for listening.
Okay, bye.